Okay, everybody, starting in a little bit of backwards order than what we're usually used to. Starting in the goat pen today. John and Alice right there. My waterfall that I've got going. But anyways, I just wanted to start out here and show you guys how just completely unrecognizable this is from what it looked like before. They've come through here, totally decimated just all of this brush that's out here. This is 3.5 weeks. This upcoming Sunday is going to be 4 weeks of them being in here, and they have eaten, I mean, everything. Look at this tree all the way up to here. They've been getting the leaves off of this. They've just gotten all of that. Over here, around this tree, they didn't really do too great of a job. Not really what I expected. But now there was some poison ivy growing up the side of that tree. It's gone. Whatever this bush is, they don't seem to really care to have eaten much on for that. And this pokeberry that is over here, I actually bent it over originally so that way they could maybe eat off of it. And they didn't really seem to care about it at all. Knew that they were bad for humans to eat, but I didn't know that applied to goats as well. But I mean, here I am just walking through the middle of it like nothing. They've just eaten all of this. So I'm gonna give them a little bit more time in here. We're gonna go until Sunday, until we hit that 4 week point. Then I'm gonna move them, and before I do that, I gotta buy a weed eater so that way I can clear out my path and all that stuff like I've already talked about. Get all this nicened up, straightened out, get the fence back to looking good again. But yeah, anyways, I just wanted to start off out here so that way they could show you how well these goats have done. Again, this is only 1/8 of an acre, little less than that, but it took them about I'd say 3 weeks was enough time for them to get it like this, but I'm gonna try and push it out and just see if it's really worth keeping it over that other week, or if just move them every little bit. So we'll see. So we're gonna come back up around. We're gonna check out the house. Ooh. All right. Still got some more work to do in this area when it comes to clearing it out, but here we go up the hill. It's always the very exciting part of the video if I don't have anything to talk about. But we're gonna come up here. This video might end up being a little bit longer than they normally are because I got so much stuff to talk about. Been a very busy week. Matter of fact, can't even remember if I made a video last week or not. But here we go. So you can see this fresh new gravel that's laid down. I got some piping sticking out of the ground over here. 2 4-inch pipes. Water dribbling out of there now. The last time it rained was Sunday. Today's Tuesday. So we got all this nice little gravel laid out. Redid our whole driveway, and those corrugated pipes run right in front of that driveway down around over to there. Then they go all the way up there. So I got my French drains in. Got some cleanup to do, but when we were out here working on it, it was raining. So all of this just turned into some real nasty caked up mud. So we'll have to wait until it stops raining so much, get out here, break it up, clean it up. So anyways, enough about the French drain. But that was actually super crucial to preventing the house from returning to its state that it was in. So I put some new doorknobs on, fixed this door to where it'll actually open and shut now. It still needs a little bit of coaxing. Let's see if I can get the lights to turn on in here. Okay, yeah, so it's the best we're gonna get. Still gotta replace the ceiling fan, but I'm gonna wait to do that because you see all this plastic laid down and everything's all taped up. It's because tomorrow's paint day, and I'm gonna get in here and I'm just going to primer everything. We're just gonna go to town. Just come in here and check this out. My wife actually put all this down. She did a really good job on it. All the way over here into the bathroom. She's already got all this all painted in here, all these rooms. Looks to the untrained eye to be just white, but it is not just white. But there we are. So yeah, anyways, the flooring in here, really good job. Looks fantastic. So I started putting up our temporary countertops. I made a boo-boo with my measurements, so gotta redo this one. But because I'm gonna tile this later on, I couldn't really put my countertops in. There wasn't really a lot of point in me buying the counters and putting them in here just so that way I could take them out later on. Then I put them in here, have to pull them out. There's that other room back there, there's plenty of storage in there. So yeah, anyways, this is our counter and cabinets for now. So this room in here, the kitchen area, I primered all this already. So it's got all these cabinets in here. And you remember in my one of my last videos, I had talked about how I bought a paint sprayer. I talked about how miserable it was and it was a piece of junk and I could do it faster with a roller. Well, I did all the floor joists with a roller, and then I remembered, like, wow, I absolutely hate painting. So I went out and I bought a new paint sprayer. Spent quite a few more dollars on it than I did on that first one, but oh my goodness, it was worth it. This kitchen room in here, I started at 417 and at 507 I had the walls painted. I had painted the ceilings. I got some paint on that fixture, but it's fine because that's coming down too. Painted all the walls, all the ceilings, and slapped primer on all the outsides of the cabinets by 507. I was completely done with that. So also the subfloor is in. I've got a little bit of stuff that I've got to take care of, but I've got all the subfloors in and all the rooms. Still gotta come over here and I've got to fix that tub right there. I still don't have a commode in here, but again, I'm going to be tiling this, so the toilet flange is going to be at a completely different height than what it is right now. And also that one has got some wear on it, so I'm going to replace that. But yeah, I've still got to do some other silly little things, like I forgot to put the air conditioning vent in here. So I've still got to do that. But yeah, I mean, I've got all the subfloors down everywhere. So that right there is where my air return runs through. So I sealed up all the cracks. I know I'm supposed to leave an 1/8 inch gap. And as you can probably see in my video elsewhere, I left a little bit more than 1/8 of an inch. But because that's where my air return is at, I sealed up all my cracks in there with some like great stuff. It was Loctite brand, but same stuff. Just so that way I don't have to worry about that in the future, sucking in air from different places and messing with my airflow. So hopefully that wasn't a mistake. We'll see in the future. But yeah, tomorrow, all of this is all getting painted. So I'll let you know how long it takes, but when I'm done with it. We'll see from there. Let's see. So yeah, let me come back out here. Just come out onto the front porch and we'll finish talking. Still got to coax that door just a little bit to get it to open up, but it does pretty good for the most part. So I'm not really going to work on the house much at all tonight. it's not any point in me getting that paint sprayer out, because by the time I get it out, it'll be time to clean it to go home. So yeah, there's that. I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but I got an anonymous gift. It was anonymous to me at the time, and it's still anonymous to you guys, but I eventually did figure it out. And I don't know if you could tell by how stable this video has been, but I got a tripod from said anonymous gift giver. So I'm just gonna set this on the ground, actually, because it's too hard for me to get it to bounce up on the railing like I wanted it to. But yeah, anyways, this thing's pretty sweet. I think it was supposed to be a selfie stick. But you know, whatever. The tripod's great. But yeah, like I said, it was anonymous to me at the time, but figured out who it was. So thank you. I meant to do a shout out in my last video, but I totally forgot to, which leads me to my next part. Is I have started making show notes, so hopefully we'll start seeing my videos kind of have a little bit more sense to them, instead of it just, oh yeah, let's talk about this and swing over here and we'll talk about that. But the problem with the show notes is I don't take very good notes, so I'm gonna have to get better at that. For example, I've got one line on here which, when I wrote it, I was either very unhappy with the person, or I was supposed to tell you about the donkeys that I'll be getting. I've got, kind of towards the end of next month, I've got somebody that's got 2 donkeys that they want to get rid of. Supposed to be super nice animals. They're super sweet. They said that they barely have them fenced in. They never get out. So I figured I'll start with the one of them. I told them I can't commit to 2, but I can start with 1 and see how that one goes. And if everything goes well, then I'll swing over and pick up the second one. So I'm going to employ those with the goats to kind of help start getting that pasture area cleaned out a little bit more. And then yeah, so I think that's going to be the weekend of the 18th of next month of September. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. Never had a donkey before, or even a horse, really. So we'll see how all that goes. I've heard they're supposed to be super smart too. I don't know what I'm thinking starting with all these clever animals, but I haven't had a problem with the goats. That was the goats' fault. The only time I've had a problem with them getting out so far was with the lack of electricity to the electric fence. So, but yeah, next weekend, so I've got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to finish up everything. Well, actually, not even Friday. I've got Wednesday and Thursday. Today's Tuesday, yeah, so I've got Wednesday, Thursday, finish up everything in the house, and then Friday afternoon, we're going to go pick up the U-Haul, and we're going to start moving. We have to be out of the apartment that we're in by this weekend, and I have to get the stuff out of the storage unit, not because of any contracts expiring or anything, but that's where all the tile is for the flooring. It's where our fridge is at, and of course all that stuff's all buried into the back somewhere, who knows where. So it's not like I could just go in there and pick and choose where what's at and all that. And on top of that, that storage unit is just completely packed as well. If I remember to, I might make a short video of just show you all how packed it is, because it is floor to ceiling, wall to wall, just completely packed in with stuff. Anywhere that I could find a cranny to shove stuff. So yeah, in order to get anything out of there, it's all coming out. So I got this weekend to do that, and we'll see. But yeah, anyways, one last thing that's pretty neat about this is that if I didn't just mess it up, it came with a little remote, so y'all get to see me in my haggard state. And this is me signing off.